What's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining me for another summer session. I am so grateful for you to be joining me. And yeah, let's get into this. That's not what I normally say. Why did I say that? What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for joining me for another summer session. We're about to get into today's energy. So if you're curious what might be going on, stick around. We're about to get into it. All right, gonna start with a Citadel card per usual. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm enjoying the end of spring, about to be into summer. I'm so excited. I'm sure you guys are. Everybody loves summer, right? No, some people hate summer. Well, summer is my favorite season, personally. I love the feeling of spring and fall, but there's something about the energy of summer that I love freedom. And I don't know if it's because my name is Summer, but whatever. All right, the Tailor. Attention to detail, pride. All right, let's see what this card entails. All right. You're dedicated to your... Your dedication to your passions has served you well, and you're finally starting to reap the benefits of your hard work. Allow yourself to stop and take pride in what you've done rather than throwing yourself headfirst at the next thing. It's time to acknowledge your achievements in order to understand the depths of your own capabilities. Wow. Okay. Let's see how this is showing up for you in your personal life. And if you don't care about the cards showing up, or if you don't care about seeing the cards come out, you're welcome to skip ahead. Damn, the Emperor's been coming out non-stop. Came out the past 3 days. Wait a sec. Jesus H. Christ. This is the second time this week. What the fuck? This is crazy. This is a crazy spread already. What the fuck? Oh my god. Wow. No, I feel like this goes with this. Wow, and this feels like a continuation of yesterday in a way. Okay, it's interesting that we're starting with this card today because yesterday this card was over here and I was basically talking about the next step of your journey is to face this energy, and basically it's going to make you feel stuck. It's going to make you feel like uncomfortable and like you're not going the right way and you can't see anything. But the question is, can you face when this feeling, this familiar feeling, when it comes up, can you face it and transform it? I definitely feel like you did that. You know, there's a lot of strength in your action. You know, I'm definitely seeing this Emperor card, like the way that this, within this spread, the way it's showing up is that you locked in to take this action that your masculine side knew you needed to do. And you stepped into healing energy because you knew that this needed to be changed. This needed to be transmuted into this. You needed to feel free and open and realize that nothing is keeping you stuck except yourself. And it's interesting because I keep seeing this, like the scissors pointing at this cloth, right? That's keeping you tied. And I feel like you took the liberty to take these scissors and cut off what was keeping you constricted. And that took so much fucking strength to do, because this is a serious mental battle that you've been dealing with for maybe a long time. I really feel like this is one of those habits that have been lingering from past pain for many, many years. And it's been ruling your life and you didn't even realize it. But now that you've decided to heal this thing, boom, you're open and ready to take on something new and receive something different, because you're too busy holding on to all this shit that you weren't able to accept something new. And I feel like now that you've only got this bag, you're feeling free and open and ready to accept. The Empress energy is really saying, I trust in the seeds that I've planted and the water that I've, nurtured the soil with. I trust that this will come in for me and this will unfold exactly how it's meant to. And with the Two of Wands here, I really feel like this ability to sit and be patient and allow your world to take a different form, allow things to shift, allow things to change and happen in front of you. Because I think what is really painful about change a lot of the times is the fact that we refuse to let go of our past, and continue to hold on to what isn't serving us anymore. So I really feel like you've let go and allowed yourself to enter this kind of peaceful resting spot until, your rewards come in. But I definitely feel like they are. And that's because of everything that you've given to yourself and to your world and to the people around you. You're definitely like a pillar in your community. And for, maybe that community is just your family, but you are important and you are needed. And in order to heal your world around you, you have to heal the world inside of you. And I really feel like you're doing that at this time and finding what your emotional fulfillment looks like. So yeah, this is crazy. This is really a huge pivotal point in your journey, and you are walking away from all of these, defensive tendencies, this need to fight your new beginning. Instead, you're flowing with it. You're letting go of fighting change and learning to flow with change and realize change happens when we need it to. This is definitely victorious. How you're moving into this new beginning is with victory on this horse of like, everybody's so happy for you and excited for you on the spiritual end of things. It's like they're ready for you to step and be reborn again. And although you may not know how to feel because you don't know what's coming, and in the past you've been hurt, that's okay. And it's about just being compassionate for yourself when these feelings come up, because it's going to feel uncertain for a minute. That when it comes to new beginnings, things feel kind of rocky at first because you don't know where you are. It's not familiar. It's kind of confusing. But with the Queen of Swords, I see that you're going to get that confirmation that you did the right thing and you spoke up about your truth and what you needed to do, and it was successful. I just see success, This took a lot of strength and trust in your intuition, and it takes very clear-minded, I don't know, I just keep seeing precision, like that you were very precise in how you wanted to go about this and how you acted. I don't know, there's just this really strong strength, and in your decision to continue moving forward. But this was successful. You ended a really tough growing cycle for yourself. And although you're jumping into uncertainty and it's kind of scary and you don't know what lies ahead, all you need to know is that you've gone through a huge transformation and you can change anything into something conducive for you. So if something sucks, you can make it amazing. That's what the magician is all about. Is all about changing perspective and being able to see the opportunity in the chaos or the peace in the conflict, right? It's about finding the eye of the storm and being able to go there whenever you are feeling maybe, oh shit, there's some crazy stuff going on. Let me find my center and figure out how I can be at peace, even though everything around me is chaotic. But yeah, I definitely see a lot of illumination and joy and freedom and a lot of fun and good times in your future. So keep going, for real. All right, I'm gonna pull some guidance messages to close this out. Wow, I'm being guided to a deck that I haven't used in a very long time. So I'm actually going to honor that. This is called the I Ching deck. This is what the box looks like. So this is related to an ancient divination, I believe, from China. I forget if it's China or Japan. I forget where it originated from, but I found out about I Ching through human design. So if you've never heard of that and you're like, huh, that's interesting, maybe look that up. But I'm gonna pull some cards from this. This basically has different lessons that we're supposed to learn. Yeah, I haven't used this deck in like a year. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't resonate with a deck and then all of a sudden you do. People in harmony, in the wilds creating success, fruitful to cross the great river. A noble one's constancy bears fruit. So every card has like a different, so these, oh man, I didn't expect to be teaching about this and I barely remember. So I will do a better, I will, refresh my memory about it. But basically they have these like different stanzas, like lines of, different poems and things, and they all have different meanings. So this one is, there is strength and energy in alliance. Find like-minded others. People in harmony can commit themselves further, take greater risks, and enter new territories. Once there is agreement, follow the vision tenaciously with the constancy of a noble one. What are the unique contributions? Where is the common ground? How will your life change if your group expands? So this is about entering a time where you should be open to meeting new people and finding people that really resonate with you. I feel like this is saying, like, how can your life expand? Wow, common ground. That's actually interesting because that is one of my signs right now. Common grounds I've been seeing everywhere. Common ground, common ground. I feel like we are learning to be united as people. Unity has been a huge sign for me lately. So I definitely feel like this is about us coming together with people that we resonate with in energy and building alliance with them. Oh my God, I just realized ally is also one of my signs right now. So there's a lot of synchronicities in this card for me when it comes to like the signs I've been seeing. So I definitely feel like this is a collective message for everybody that we are finding common ground with each other, with ourselves, and with our community. So wow, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that, and maybe I'll start having to keep that deck out so I can use it more often. But it's making me want to use this other deck that I haven't used in a long time called the Raven Cards Oracle. And I love ravens and crows. I think they're really cool and their stories are really cool. So yeah, let's see what card comes out. I've never actually shuffled it like this, so this feels weird. These cards are ginormous. These are the biggest cards I have, and I think that's why I don't use them that much. But let's see. I feel like it's this one. Interesting. So there's this tarot reader that I watch. Well, she's more like I don't know. She does like a lot of spiritual, how the fuck do I explain her? I guess I'll just call her a tarot reader for now. But she keeps saying this thing, and she's been saying it for months. It's called arrive empty and you will be filled. And that's what this is reminding me of, where it's like you're arriving with nothing, but you leave with a lot, you know? And it's like these, I know that in this actual card is like the bird is leaving feathers, but I'm not seeing it as that. So I definitely feel like there's something to be discovered very soon. Like as you keep going on this journey, you're going to be discovering a lot of things that actually make you feel less alone, feel like you have a community. I don't know. There's this really strong sense of success. Wow. Celebrate your success, your progress, your leap over the threshold. Feel the tingle of what you have achieved and celebrate yourself with joy from the heart. Wow. You're accomplishing a lot right now, and you're finding your way. Yeah, this is really making me feel like you are needing to take a second and really like admire what you've done. Is that what the tailor said? Yeah, that's literally what this says. Oh my gosh. So this is the same meaning as the Taylor card. So they're really saying like, make sure you're stopping and really taking in exactly what you've done here. This is something to celebrate. And, you know, celebration has also been a sign of mine. There's a lot of culmination points happening right now during this reading. But yeah, I really feel like there's a need to celebrate what you've done and what you've achieved, because I feel like there's a huge healing that has taken place within you, and you're going to places you have never been before because of this, and you're meeting people that you've never would have met because you healed this part within you, and you're finding people that resonate with this healed version of you so that you can enjoy a different side of life that you have not been able to up until this point. And I really feel like this is going to be so fulfilling for you in your life, and it's going to take you to places you couldn't even imagine. But I'm really proud of you, and I feel like this is a really strong message of, dude, you've done something amazing here. And we ended on the Magician, so you have completely transformed and changed into a different version of yourself, a more healed version of yourself, a more complete version of yourself. Wow. So enjoy this journey, because you're in transition to something really special. No more of this. You're transitioning out of that. Where will you go? All right, y'all, I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading. If it resonated with you, let me know how in the comments. If you want more content from me, you're welcome to check out my Patreon or send me a personal private reading inquiry email. All of that stuff is in the description below. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.